Good evening, everyone. Finishing up on Frank's live stream, or at least watching it. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right. Hey guys, thank you for joining. And yep, we're we're rolling. I show 701, so probably just go ahead and kick it over here. Once again, thank you. Okay, there it is at 5. I was waiting to see if it would hit 500 before I turn the camera on. So there it is, 509, 540. Just jumped to 540. You gotta love radio giveaways. I really do love doing this. I really do love doing this. So thank you to those of you who are on my email list today. I saw that when I send out an email, it shows me how many people opened it and how many people clicked on the link. And so it doesn't tell me who is that. It just shows me so many people opened your email and so many people clicked on your link, but it doesn't tell me who does it. But I do see when people click on the links. So thank you for using those links. You did see right, that was a 10% coupon off of the BTEC UV Pro and a $10 coupon off of the VGC N76. So I wanted to confirm. I'd said something about that last time, and I'm like, I need to confirm that that's true. But that is a 10%, not a $10 coupon off of the BTEC UV Pro. So the only thing I don't like about the UV Pro is that it only comes in one color. But I mean, you know, oh well. So I did, VGC did send me one of those radios, one of their versions, and I want to do a comparison video because I don't think they're exactly the same. Don't think they're exactly the same, but they're close enough where, I don't know. We're going to see. Okay, so first things first, and I'm going to bring out everybody on here in a minute. Okay, we're going to give away an ICOM IC-705 tonight. The sign-up list is closed. I closed it right at about 2 hours ago, and it's been open for about the past 5 or 6 weeks. So yeah, if you didn't get in by now, it's too late. Sorry, but I did spin up my new March giveaway. Now, this has been confusing some people. Okay, so let me clarify something. I gave away a radio for January, but it was like the first Sunday in February when I gave it away. I'm giving tonight's giveaway is for February, even though today is March 9th. Okay, so it's so you had basically the entire month of January to sign up for the January giveaway, which was done the first Sunday in February, and you had the entire month of February plus about a week to sign up for the February giveaway, which is being done tonight. There's a new March giveaway that let me make sure I get the right link here, that I created. I created a new March giveaway sign-up link yesterday, I think it was. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. That is this page right here, and I shared that to my email list earlier today, and have about 500 people sign up for that already. But that will be done sometime later this month, or probably the first part of April. Okay, so I'm going to give about a month for everybody to sign up on that one. So yeah, I'm calling it the February giveaway because you had the entire month of February to sign up for this giveaway today. And it's being done in March, but it is the February giveaway nonetheless. So that is the story behind that, because that did confuse. I can see how that confuses some people who are like, well, no, your giveaway says it's for February, but today's March. And I'm like, and you got a March giveaway. Today's March 9th. I know. I'm just giving you the entire month to sign up, and then we're doing it after the fact. So that's what we're doing there. Thank you, Curtis, for joining intro. Special shout out to the folks in green text in the chat, YouTube channel members. I didn't shout you guys out this time. Sorry about that. But there was so many people chatting when I went live that I lost, like the chat goes away after a certain number of chats come through, so I couldn't scroll back to the top like I usually do. So there's that there. So, but yeah, so sign up for the March giveaway, which will be an IC-70300. Be an IC-70300 for the March giveaway. That'll be done probably around the first part of April, something like that. I'm not sure exactly when it'll be done yet, but it will be done in about a month, something like that. So you'll have the whole month to sign up for that. Let me see if I can pin. Okay, let me pin that message to the top of the chat. There we go. Okay, so that message is pinned up there, and you can sign up. hamradio2.com/March25 is that URL. And I reached out to a few vendors earlier in the week, and I was able to get a couple of extra radios to give away tonight, just small HTs, not as big as the 705, but still very grateful to Mark over at Better Safe Radio. He is donating 2 of these KG UV9D Plus radios, 5-watt, 999 channel dual band, over 900 channels pre-programmed into those radios. When you buy them, you can save a 7% discount off of just about everything at that website with the coupon code of HR2ALL7. HR2ALL7 will get you 7% off of all the radios on that website, some of the antennas. But he is donating 2 of these, so he will drop ship them to you. So I will take the winners tonight and email everybody, and once you guys reply to me with your address, I'll send that information to Mark. He will drop ship a radio to 2 different winners tonight. So we're going to have 2 winners for my coffee that we did last month, 2 winners for coffee, 2 winners for a KG UV9D Plus, and 1 winner for the IC-705. So I only have 1 of those. Sorry, but if I had 285,000 subscribers tonight, maybe I'd give away 2 of them, but I don't. So there you go. All right, let's. I see a couple people joining in the Zoom here, so let's bring these guys in. What's up, folks? How are you guys?
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
It is going, man. So I'm glad, Kyle. I'm glad you're here, man.
Oh no, what did I do?
Apparently you did you have a trouble because Freddie was talking about your trailer, about greasing the axle on your trailer. So did you have trouble with it, or are you just doing maintenance on it?
No, just maintenance. Greasing it all up, getting it all lubed up.
Getting it all ready.
Need to make sure that trailer flows down the highway nice and smooth.
So that reminded when Freddie mentioned that a minute ago, that reminded me something new I'm going to start, and I've kind of done this a little bit in the past, but not on a very regular basis. I want to start an RV radio chat, RV chat, not really radio. We'll talk about radio because it's us. I want to start an RV chat live stream / podcast. I'm going to do it the last Sunday of every month. We're going to start this month, so about 3 weeks from now. So I've invited 3 or 4 people onto it, something like that so far. But if you are someone who does RVing, doesn't have to be full time. Most of us don't do it full time. But someone who's interested in RVing, something like that, then hit me up an email. I might want you to join us as a guest on one of these shows. So we're going to see how this goes. I've been wanting to do this for some time, and we're going to finally make it happen at the end of this month. So, Frank, how did everything go?
It went pretty well. I had roughly 130 peak viewers. Yes.
Good.
Now up there, one of my top streams again. and we gave away 2 one-year subscription codes to Hammers Pro, and that gives you the syncing between all your devices. Hammers Pro is free. It does cost a little bit to download it on the mobile stores, and that's just prices for on the mobile stores. The versions on the computer are completely free. We had fun. We had Scott came out again, and we had Izzo join the stream, and we had Robert, and we had Mike on the stream.
Yeah. Paul was on there too, though, right?
Paul, yes, sorry, yeah. We had Paul. We had a good stream. We talked about the new Yaesu radio coming out, and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I really wanted to join you tonight, Frank, and the reason I didn't is it's just cold. I wanted to sit on my patio and fire up the laptop and join you on the live stream. And we just got back from Galveston about 6 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
So,
I thought you would still be down there, to be honest.
No, actually, someone else is coming in. Starting tomorrow is spring break for most of Houston. And so we were waiting till the last minute to book that ourselves to see if someone came in and booked it. And about a week before we went down there, someone booked that week. So we actually have it rented right now, which we were going over. We were going over our numbers for the end of 2024 about 2 weeks ago, and our rentals were way down for 2024. They were quite low. So we're doing what we can to get it rented a little bit more for 2025. But yeah. So it'll be rented this week, and I think someone's renting it next week. Is a lot of the Dallas schools are on spring break next week, and I think some of the Houston area schools, the suburbs of Houston, are on spring break next week as well. They kind of split it up, and so the house is actually rented next week as well. So
good.
That's Jason, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that $20 super chat. So yeah, So yeah, we would have stayed otherwise, but yeah, that's why we didn't. Tortoise Overland gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
I'm not going to blame you for not being on the porch because I'm in my garage. Because I went out there to set up outside and it was cold and all my chairs were wet. My table was soaked still, and I'm like, I'm not bringing all this gear outside. But I do want to smoke a cigar.
I wanted to also. I really did, and I just didn't get a chance to do it because I didn't want to sit out in the cold, quite frankly. That's what it was. So it was really, really windy in Galveston all week. Not so much cold, just windy. And,
it was windy up here last week. We had trailers flipping.
For real.
Yeah, I heard about some of that. And when we got home today, some of my patio furniture was moved. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, sorry, that was me. I was hanging.
Oh, was that?
There.
Okay, I was wondering if you had come over and done that, Frank. So, good. So, Andy Callie, what's up, brother? Good. Okay. Well, appreciate you guys. Oh, there's Robert. I was hoping Robert would join. There he is right there. Sweet. So, awesome. Okay, so once again, all right, we've almost not quite doubled the number of people watching since we started.
Oh, wow.
So that's good. Wow. Jim, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. And, oh, that looks weird, Robert, because you're like at a 4:3 instead of a full widescreen.
I'll see if I can fix that.
You got gray. It's not a big deal. I thought there was something wrong with my camera, but it's like you got gray bars on the side of your.
Well, he's got gray bars because he's tall. He needs the.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm in a vertical orientation.
Yeah.
Right.
He's tall this way. He's not tall this way.
Right. Yeah. Adam, thank you for joining the membership out there. Thanks a lot for that. Okay. Izzo's trying to join as well. But, okay, good. Let's, let me repeat myself because a lot of you weren't in there when I said that up front. So tonight we're doing the February giveaway, and the link has already been closed. I closed it about 2 hours ago, a little bit over 2 hours ago. And, I had it open all of February. So it is the February giveaway, even though today is March 9th. At the top of the chat, I have created a new giveaway link for a March giveaway, which will be open all month this month. And at the end of that giveaway, we're going to give away a brand new IC-70300. So tonight, 7:05 is the February giveaway, even though it's March 9th. But it was open all of February for sign-up. And then the March giveaway, which opened... It actually opened a few days ago. I just didn't announce it until yesterday. But it's going to be open for the rest of March, and I will give that away probably sometime around the first part of April. So,
and just to note, you have to sign up for each individual month.
Yeah,
they don't carry over.
Each one is an individual sign-up list. It's just easier to do the drawings that way. So it's not really anything like if you sign up on one list, you're not going to get double emailed or anything like that. It's just kind of an easier way to do the drawings and whatnot. Trying to see if I can get everyone in here squarely. There we go. 6 is a weird number. So there we go. Okay. Let's kill that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Awesome. M5SKT, thanks, brother. Appreciate the $50 super chat. A bit to offset some of these giveaways, my friend. Thanks for having to put up with Frank. That's what, he said that, not me. I didn't say that. Don said that. So.
It's okay.
It's just because you don't know like a real programming language, Frank. That's the only reason he says that.
So hey, real quick, I was looking through the back chat on Discord there, and I saw your response to Frank when he said he would be here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. I really wasn't asking you or something like that.
And I reread that after I wrote it. I was like, I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just like, I know Frank is going to be there. He's really good about he's here every week, and the weeks he's not here, he's usually really good about telling me he's not going to be here. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I wasn't really asking you, Frank. I just assumed you would be there. But
I just had to poke you because
I know. Yeah, it's not a problem.
It was funny how it came across, and
not a problem. Yeah,
and I don't think anybody that read it. Read it in any more than you were just poking at him.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, James, we were talking about you in the Etsy store on my live stream. So go ahead and watch it. James actually said no to a merch idea I suggested to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Smartly.
Considering some of the stuff that James sells on Quirky QRP, that's surprising he'd say no. I wonder what kind of...
I couldn't get a tank rated banana hammock.
I'm already siding with James on this one. So
there are limits in this world.
Oh gosh.
You know, it might be because there's already an exclusive deal with the clubhouse on the banana hammocks.
Oh well, you know what? I mean, yeah.
Sorry, Izzo. I didn't mean to drop the.
I'm not
the ball
saying
on that one.
I'm going to be good tonight.
Okay.
It's easy to blame Shane for stuff like that. So, because of some nefarious packages he's sent to people outside of this group.
So, James says the answer is still no, Frank.
Oh, goodness.
All right, let's do a giveaway. I'm going to give away some coffee. Now, let me say this also. After the giveaway last month, it was the Sunday before I left for Hamcation. I left for Hamcation on Monday night. And so it was a week, so I didn't send the email to everybody the day after the live stream. I did the live stream. The next day I left for Hamcation. I was gone for a week. When I got back from Hamcation, that's when I emailed everybody. So it was about a week off. So you had a week to go play team replay on the live stream. I emailed everybody who had won anything last month, and I got no replies.
Wow.
No replies to anybody. Wow. So the guy who won the 891, I finally got replies from almost everyone. I got replies from the guy who won the radio, the guy who won the Devos Light, and 2 of the coffee guys. The third coffee guy never reply to me. So, but the guy who won the 891, he replied back and said, "I'll take this coffee." I'm like, "Dude, you won the radio, not the coffee." He's like, "What?" He was so
talking about a trade up, huh?
Yeah. Didn't need any coffee after all that.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That woke him up pretty good there. So, but you have to. But after this live stream ends tonight, I will send you an email, and you have to reply to that email. You don't have to be present. That's always a question that comes up, although I haven't seen it tonight. You don't have to be present to win. All you have to do is reply to the email I send you with your shipping info. If you don't do that...
You have to be present for the email.
Correct. You have to be present for the email. Yeah. If you don't do that, then you're not going to get anything shipped to you because I don't have your shipping address. Okay. I'm not going to assume you're good on QRZ. I do have your call sign because that was part of the sign up list, but I don't want to assume you're good on QRZ, or maybe you don't want something shipped to that address for whatever reason. So I need an acknowledgement from you.
I can give you a backup address, right?
Okay.
No problem.
I think I've got your address already, Robert, but but all right, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to give away some coffee. And let me switch over here and go right here. Now, if you go to hamradiooverland.coffee, you will see this right here, and if you click on, what do you click on? Oh, click here to begin shopping down here at the bottom. And these are the 4 flavors you can choose from: D-Expedition Brew, Early Shift, Rare Grid, and Texas Blend. I've ordered some of the Texas Blend myself because I want to try that one. And I think I've had the Early Shift, and I like it. It's like a breakfast blend.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Texas Blend is the one I'm looking forward to trying. So I will purchase for you a 3-month subscription to whichever one of these coffees you pick. You just have to pick the one. You have to reply to the email, go to the website, pick the one, reply to my email and say, I want this one. That's all you got to do. So there was some confusion on that too. Somebody went to the link, said, what, do I have to pay for it? And I'm like, no, man, just tell me which one you want and I'll pay for it. I'm buying you a 3-month subscription. That's how it works. So let me show you the sign-up list real quick. We have got, where is it? There it is, right there. Okay, we have got this. And we're going to start at number 2 at the top like we normally do because the name and call sign, they're on line 1. And I had, scroll down, mouse, there you go, 2,921 people sign up. Actually, it's 2,920 because line 1 is taken up.
Wow.
So 2,920 people sign up. So that's the end of the list there.
Where are these people? Right? Where are these people? Come on, folks.
I don't know.
Be present.
Be present.
Be present.
Yeah.
That's right.
Didn't last time we give away a coffee to number 1? I think we did.
Was it? I don't remember. You might be right.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
Do you want to give
Possibly.
a coffee to the last one on your list? Because how often the last number comes up?
Let's see who's drawn, and yeah, I might do that. I might do that.
If we don't like
Radio One, yeah, let's give away to the last
No.
number
I
of the
mean,
list.
in addition to.
Oh.
I don't want to say, yeah, I'll give one to the last person, and then by some chance of the fates, the last person actually comes up on the random number drawing.
I think we should draw a number and then have the chat vote if it's a good person, and then if it's not a good person, then we'll redraw.
It seems to be like a really good way to lose subscribers.
John, I think John had it right. We did 404 as a number we chose.
Oh, we did do 404. That is correct. We did do 404 for page not found.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Okay. All right. So I'm going to click a number here. Generate from 2 to 2921. That's where they go.
X says,
and
it's random, Frank.
1440 is where we've landed on that. So let's go back over there. And I'm going to scroll way down here. 1440 is... I should have scrolled up. That's okay. Let's see. Reese Willer, AJ6YA. Right there. Reese Willer, AJ6YA, has won one of the coffees, one of the coffee giveaways. So there we go. We're going to... 1,000 watching. You're right, John. Hey, John Mickler's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Let you be caffeinated.
Yeah. You are now caffeinated. So we'll give away another one of those here in just a few minutes.
Is there a soda subscription I can affiliate with? Because I don't do coffee. That'd be kind of cool.
This giveaway is all about Frank.
Right. Yeah. Well, see if you can do
banana hammock.
If you can, if I tell you what, you should try to see if there's a
maybe it'd make you more mellow.
What's the
combative? Combative.
What's the one you're always chasing after, Kyle?
Sundrop.
Sundrop. You should do a Sundrop subscription. Yeah.
No.
Totally do that.
No. If anybody else drinks Sundrop, that's less for me.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Hey, Frank, if you like,
goodness.
here in Connecticut, we have what's called Fox and Park, and I really like the Fox and Park.
Ooh.
So you may want to try it. You know.
Yes.
Just saying. Or when you come up here, when you finally get your butt up here, we can buy some. You know. So
I've been all around, Don. I've been trying.
I know.
Somebody's mic is buzzing.
Not me again.
Not all the time. It might be. It's not constant though. It's just sometimes.
It's Izzo, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I still want to try to do that bourbon thing we talked about, Frank, but
yes.
I don't know.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. So I think about that when we're on stream, and then I get done with my stream, and then
I'll remind you next time. I'd be down for that too. I'll remind you.
All right. Thank you, Michael, for the $25 super chat. Yeah. So I was talking to somebody said something the other day in chat, and I asked Paul about the Japanese whiskey again. He said he had gotten you a bottle, Robert.
Oh yes, he did.
Is it good?
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Okay. I told him to get me the same thing he got you because you know more about him than the Japanese ones than I do. And he said, "Well, this was a new one that Robert hadn't had before, so check with him." I'm like, "Okay, I'll ask him what he thinks about it." So good to know.
Yeah, both of us are just tote Kalen Robert's international whiskey preferences.
Right. Yeah. Well, Paul said he would get me a bottle. It's just Robert brought the subject up before I did, so I'm just like, hey, whatever you get, Robert, just give me one of those. That's fine. So that's
anything by
totally
Akashi
fine.
is good, and he got me an Akashi I've never had before. It's fantastic.
Good.
It's so good that I won't bring it to More Expo. Let me put it that way.
That was my next question, Rob.
No, More Expo is where bottles of whiskey go to die.
That's right.
Quick and
Very
painful
quickly.
death. A quick and very public death. So,
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But
or when you say the death, you mean the larceny's dead, or just that the bottle got killed quickly?
The bottle got killed quickly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
That particular bottle got killed quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's in fact, speaking of more, you guys were talking about more on Frank's stream, and I looked this up to confirm, and I should have, what's today? I'm supposed to have Chris from the More Expo interviewed on this live stream 3 weeks from tonight on Sunday the 30th, March 30th. Nice. So I gotta send him a follow-up email and confirm everything is still good to go on that. But he and I had talked about that a few months ago, so he should be on this live stream that night. Good.
Yeah, we're gonna have a ham radio compound going, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's my hope. It's my exact hope is get a ham radio presence going there. And yeah, I heard you talk about trying to do my thing. I still want to do my camp out, but I think it might be a little too late to do it. I don't want to do it in the summer. It's just going to be too darn hot.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a little bit too late to try to plan something like that for May. So I might try to wait until this fall, like maybe mid to late September, something like that, and see what happens with that. So I gotta.
That'd be great because there's less ham radio things going on. Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. With Hamcation and Hamvention being both in the first half of the year, and then more in April, and then just spring break and stuff this month.
It would be right after Huntsville Hamfest too.
Yeah, well, probably not right after. It'd probably be too hot then, so it'd probably be about a month or so after that. I'm thinking, but we'll see.
Isn't it still pretty hot down there in September?
It can be. It kind of just depends. Yeah, it can be though.
I'm fine with the heat during the day. It's the nighttime where I'm I'd rather have it cool at night.
You say that, Tim. You say that until you're, dealing with that, 105 degrees all day long.
Yeah.
It's your butt.
80-degree low at night.
Right.
I'd be happy with that.
But what's up, Steve?
My internet is weird.
There he is.
I have slow download but good upload.
Which
doesn't help.
Wow.
Totally
that is strange. Yeah. Huh. Where are you right now?
I am in Grants, New Mexico. We actually just drove today and had some truck repairs, but made it over the mountains, 3 of them, to get up here from Arizona.
Sweet.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Steve,
So-
that's a phrase that comes out of your mouth way too often.
Truck
I had
repairs.
truck repairs.
Well, I mean, I do drive a Ford.
Exactly.
No,
So
it
you
was-
shouldn't
it was
have any
one-
of those.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
one connector that nobody could fix until the last shop I took it to screwed it all up trying to fix it, wired it backwards, which then disabled the turbo. And no turbo on a diesel is a lot of fun going uphill.
Wow.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Wow.
Run faster.
Well, glad you got it fixed anyway.
Yeah, me too.
I bet you
20,
are.
20 miles an hour uphill with your entire life attached is not fun.
Ouch.
Please
That's
don't
no
break.
How's your truck, Jason? You just got it out of the shop again.
I had it was a fuel pump, and which is not a big deal really. I've never replaced the fuel pump on that truck ever. It's got 325,000 miles on it. I've never replaced the fuel pump. So the first shop I took it to, they had it for like 3 days, and they're like, well, I don't know. They were complaining about, because you have to drop the gas tank because it's in the top of the gas tank, and there's 2 straps that go underneath the gas tank, and they're bolted to the frame. Well, those bolts were rusted. The truck is from Ohio. That's one bad thing about the truck. It's from Ohio. And so they had to cut the bolts out because they were all rusted. And they're like, I don't know if we can do this. So I took it. I was like, just let me get it towed, and I'll take it away from you guys. They're like, okay. So I sent a tow truck up there. They took it to my regular shop that I should have taken it to in the first place. And that guy up there, he knows me because I go up there all the time. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's no problem. And they had it fixed in like 2 days. It was no big deal once I got it to the right person. So
The fuel pump, is that what was causing your windshield wipers to do their funny thing too? Or?
no. So that's another thing. So
I forgot about that.
So apparently that is a quote-unquote known issue for that year model of F-250, F-350 trucks. It's not an issue that I'd ever heard of, but once I started looking it up, I've been on this Ford truck forum for 20-something years, and I used to talk about my 78 F-150. Any year, make, and model of Ford pickup suburban SUV that you've ever wanted to know about, go to FordTruckEnthusiasts.com and go check out their forums. Lots of really great information, great people, helpful people out there. Like I said, I've been on the forum for more than 20 years. So I get on there and I say, hey, this is my problem. This is what the mechanic is telling me. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's a known issue. And they said, because the mechanic told me that I had to go find a replacement in a junkyard somewhere. An aftermarket replacement would not work. So I had to go find a replacement in a junkyard somewhere and then take it to Ford and have them program it for my truck. But the guys in the forum said, yeah, you can do that, but the easier thing to do is contact this company out of North Carolina, I think it is. And basically, I'll just it's an instrument gauge cluster thing. There's a lot of controls on the back of the instrument gauge cluster. I just take that cluster out. I send it to this company for $200. They completely rebuild it, everything, and they send it back to me. I put it in. I'm done. No programming whatsoever because it's the cluster that already came out of my truck. So I've been waiting to get back from Galveston to do that. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get out there in my truck and take my cluster out and ship it off to them to get that done. So $200. I'm like, hey, that's cool. It's a brand new cluster. It lasts me another 325,000 miles. I'm good with it. So
I think in the industry we call that an undocumented feature.
Right.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, an undocumented
Sounds right.
feature.
That sounds right.
You can tell who the IT people are. They all smiled when I said that.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was most of the stuff like that I run into. I'm like, if I get on that forum and ask people about it, 9 times out of 10 I could find a solid answer to something like that. So I was like, yeah, okay, we're good with that.
The right people's going to have the answer because they've encountered
Exactly.
it before.
Right. So
not an electrical issue or not
no. Well, I mean, it's no one ever actually said this, but from what I know about electronics, which is kind of scary because I'm a ham, I should know more than I do. It sounds like failed solder connections in the back of the little
PCB on the back of the gauges.
The PCB that's that foil type board that that's in the back of all instrument clusters.
Yeah.
It sounds like bad or failing solder joints in the back of that. Now my truck is 20 years old.
They call them cold, and they tend to crack. Just reflow them.
Frank,
Yes,
did you work at Ford?
Yeah.
No, I did not work at Ford, Robert.
Wrong, Frank.
Yeah.
Wrong, Frank.
My trikes and tractors, my truck is gas. It is a 6.8 liter V10 Triton. And those motors are rated for about 500,000 miles. And I have about 330 on it now. Because in the last 2 weeks, I've driven to Ohio and back, and Galveston and back. And I've never had a licking bit of trouble with the engine or transmission at all. So all of the stuff I've ever replaced on that truck has been cosmetic. Somebody stole my freaking catalytic converter one time, so I had that replaced. I put a Y pipe on it at one point in time, which is just a Y pipe coming back off of the cat with dual echo chambers coming out the back of it. And I've had to replace like a power window motor a couple of times. And
what did you replace in Arizona?
When it broke down that time, when we got to Charlie's?
Yeah, what did you replace? It was the water pump?
No, it was a radiator hose.
Hose.
It was kind of one of those funky dual or tri-split radiator hoses that came out. And I think, now that he mentioned it, I think he might have actually replaced the pump when he was in there, because he was like, you might want to go ahead and do this. I'm like, just do it. Fine. But it was a radiator hose that failed that time. And which, it was 100 spot. It was 120 it was 125 freaking degrees on that blacktop in Arizona. My God.
You were up and running the next day too.
Yes.
I mean, that was amazing that Charlie had that guy
impressive.
that was he knew how to work on it, and he
Yeah.
got it back to the shop, and before you knew it, you were running, like it was brand new.
Saved the whole trip.
James Hannibal said he'd never had any troubles out of his Ford after he sold it.
Well,
That's a T-shirt.
knowing James, he bought a Nissan and painted Ford on it, and then called it a Ford. That sounds like something James would do. Yeah, look at this guy. I mean, what kind of quack comes up with a Baofeng pillow? Seriously.
I want one of those.
Wait a
now.
minute, you got one.
Yeah, I know I got one. I saw it on his website. I was like, "You got to send me that, dude." He's like, "Okay," and it sits in the background of my videos on every video I make. So
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
it's good. All right, let's give away some more coffee.
That's fun.
So
When you get that queued up, I'm scrolling through my community here page, and I have a comment on one of my videos where I'm talking about what type of antennas you need to do for a satellite pass. And a dude says, I am a ham, and you make this sound way too geeky.
Yeah.
Contradiction in terms, I think.
Right, totally. All right. One more click. Again, this is going to be for one of these flavors of coffee right here. And I will send you an email with this link. Tomorrow, I will be in town this week, so tomorrow I will send that to you. So let's click that. And 1877. And we're going to go back over. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Scroll down some. I don't know. If all the numbers are high tonight, maybe we'll give away a coffee to, like, sign up number 1.
Yeah, that could be something.
So, Robert Petrie, KK4TX. Who knows who Robert Petrie is?
Rob Petrie, isn't that one of Dick Van Dyke's characters?
That's exactly who it is.
Rob Petrie.
The Dick Van Dyke Show. That's it. It was his name, Rob Petrie. Yeah.
Steve, you pulled that out of the archives, Steve. That's very good. Very good.
I was going to see which one was showing their
tiny
age.
bit of
there.
magic left in here.
Picture him walking and falling, and the original.
The youngest
Heavy
one of
Chase.
y'all.
The fact that you two guys are old enough to know that has me a little concerned. Here.
Oh man, no.
Nick at Night.
I didn't
Just
know
Nick
that.
at
I didn't
Night.
watch the.
Nick at Night. Nick at Night.
Nick at Night is right.
That's right. Nick at Night. That's all it.
Wow.
Oh, Rob, everyone's saying.
Oh, Rob, yeah. Yeah, Mary Tyler Moore made that famous.
That's right.
So either I'm too young to remember it or too old and I forgot it. I'm not sure which one it is.
I think you forgot it, Tim. You're not too old.
I probably did.
You're not that
I
young.
probably did. No, I'm not. Did the gray beard give it away?
The graybeard is part of it.
Yeah.
All right, Tim's things.
Just a part.
Not that Tim, but the other Tim. Serious question. This is gonna rouse a topic of discussion right here. I'm just telling you. Serious question for you gentlemen. So this guy didn't know us very well. Can we poll the panel of experts and find out which cell phone OS they prefer and why?
Oh man, what
Android.
So I'm going to go last, but I'm going to say Android, and because it's better. But I'll go last. I'm not going to say that quite yet. So yeah, but go please, everyone.
I'll say it for you. Android because it's better.
I guess it depends. What exactly are you looking for, though?
Well, it depends on whether you're
True.
a real ham or not.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I have both.
A real ham wouldn't be caught dead with an iPhone.
So I've had everything. Android back when this was Android when it was BlackBerry.
STDs.
Windows
BlackBerry.
Windows CE phones. I used to do Exchange, and before Active Sync became viable, where you could sync up that way, the only way to connect to Exchange was with a Windows-based phone, and so I had those. I had the Androids, and I went to OS or iOS.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, 15 years ago, mainly for the simplicity, just the simplicity. I have now come full circle after all these years. I am completely iOS.
So you're back to Windows phones.
No,
you're showing your age again.
No. I mean,
right.
full circle with just all Mac. So I enjoy the interoperability between my tablet, my MacBook, and my iPhone. But that's only for ease of use and simplicity.
That is,
transferring between them.
Yeah.
The interop between all those
So you're
platforms
not a real
is
ham.
nice. That's true. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But
but do I get phone calls and I can answer the calls and I can do all this stuff? Absolutely. To Steve's point, though, you're not a real ham. I guess there are some apps that aren't really available for iOS that you can easily develop on Android and push out without.
Well, just from the lockdown
store.
standpoint,
right.
Yeah.
Well, and there's stuff that's on Apple that you can't get on Android, like well, for instance, the guy who writes, I believe his name is Marcus, the guy who writes the Flex Radio iOS and macOS app out of Germany, he reached out to me like 2 years ago, and he's like, hey, if I send you a key, would you, because you're a Flex Radio guy, if I send you a key, and I'm like, dude, I hate Apple. I was like, I don't have anything that's Apple. Well, it was like a year later, I was at Hamcation, and there was a guy selling some iPads there, some third, fourth, fifth, whatever gen iPads. I was with ACK and saw that table this year at Hamcation. I'm like, so explain to me the generations on iPads. He's like, I don't know. Like, you're an iPhone guy. Come on. But so I picked up an iPad last year, not this year, but last year. And I followed it back up with Marcus. I'm like, okay, I've got an iPad now. Send me a key. And he did not for the Flex Radio, but for the ICOM software. So I've done a little bit with that. And his software is fantastic. I wish that he would write it for Android, but his software is fantastic. So there's some stuff like that. There's some stuff you can get on Android only, some stuff you can get on iOS only, but I don't know. I think the Android platform is the Android platform for app developers and app creators. The Android platform is much more forgiving and lenient to get onto their platform than it is to get in the iOS Play Store, App Store, whatever they call it.
I'll give you that.
Now you invoked the KM4 ACK, right? And he would tell you probably today that Graphene OS is the best OS, right?
Yes.
On Android platform.
But
on
yeah,
Android.
I mean, yes. Graphene is Android based. It's de-Googled Android.
Ooh,
so it's
with some other neat features, some really cool features.
Yeah. I looked at that OS several years ago. I was like, man, this would be fun to do, and I never did it. But I might. He kind of got my interest peaked again, so I might try to look that up again and do
mine
that.
too. The ability to kind of create sandboxes or create create these walled user areas, right? Where you can have a root area and you can have a kind of a day, he has like a daily driver area where it doesn't have access to Google stuff, right? It's de-Googled, but he can Google if he needs to. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. He's gone down the rabbit hole for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's true.
Thank God he does, because man, I get so many ideas from him.
I know it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for was it the Tesla phone? I'm waiting for that to show up.
Right.
Yeah.
New government.
Never say never.
The Doge phone.
So yeah, the Doge phone.
Yeah.
It's so efficient. All it does is make phone calls. That's all it does. Yeah. They went through the efficiency of the phone and they said, if this thing can't make phone calls only, then it's inefficient. And
well,
so
no, you have to
phone.
Yeah, you have to enter in all the things that you did last week before you can make a phone
Right,
call.
correct. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what did you do with your phone last week? Did you WinLink on your phone last week? No WinLink for you this week.
I'm going to answer and say Android. I did iPhone for the longest time, and I just got tired of iTunes and the forced use of iTunes, where I couldn't just plug my phone into the computer and just drag and drop files as I need, or at the time MP3s and music and stuff. I know they opened it up since then, but I'm still kind of bitter over it. It'd be awesome to use BlackBerry for amateur radio. Why not? Why can't we do that?
I wish BlackBerry went out of business.
I wish BlackBerry was still around.
Right?
Yeah,
they were good. That was a good platform.
They weren't open source enough, I don't believe.
Oh, it doesn't matter open source. I think they got stagnant and complacent. And then
iPhone came out and ate
their
did.
Lunch.
They
did.
They
doubled down. No one wants a touch screen. No one wants to do that. They love their their physical keyboards, and nope.
I liked the physical keyboard better than the touchscreen keyboard. I just did. I still do. I mean, if I could get a physical keyboard on a large screen phone, I would have it today. I like that much better. But you're right. Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot is what they did. But BlackBerry was the one to actually invent. They were the first. They didn't invent it, but they were the first ones to do encryption on a smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
They basically invented the smartphone. The first smartphone was actually invented by HP, but it never went anywhere. They didn't market it correctly. They didn't know really what to do with it. So BlackBerry came along and said, "Oh, we know what to do with that," and they created this wireless email device, and they went and started presenting it to businesses, and businesses were like, "Why do I want to check email on my phone? That doesn't make any sense."
They were pagers before that.
Yes,
they were all pagers.
They were pagers, and then
email device,
email, wireless email, and they were the first ones to do wireless email.
The Newton.
And then it was all encrypted and stuff. So,
hey, I had a BlackBerry Playbook. Anybody else have a Playbook?
Yes,
I still have one.
I still got it upstairs.
I've got one. I've got one somewhere as well. Yeah.
Is it like a mini tablet or something?
Yeah,
it's a 7-inch. It's a 7-inch tablet.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Yep.
I really liked the BlackBerry platform back in the day. They used to tell us stories when they had government contracts with the United States and Canada. They were a Canadian company, so they had government contracts with Canada, of course. And they would have governments of like I want to say it's Cuba, but don't quote me on that. It may not be in Cuba, but somebody like Cuba would come to them and say, "Hey, we want you to people in our country want to start using your device, but we need to read their emails. How can we do that?" And BlackBerry was like, "You can't. You can't do that. No, we won't. Well, no, we're not going to allow you in our country if we can't read our citizens' emails." And they're like, okay, just kick us out of your country. And so they were serious about privacy and encryption and personal information, so stuff like that. So, all right, it's about 10 till 8. The time has actually kind of gotten away from me tonight.
Wow.
Let's do
having a good time and whiskey.
Yeah. Let's do both of these radios. Again, Mark at bettersaferadio.com has offered to give us 2 radios. He's going to drop ship these, one to 2 different winners tonight. The UV9D Plus, which comes pre-programmed with like 920, 930 different memories memory slots, channels, memory channels for MCOM, OXCOM, AMSAT, Aries, RACES, CERT, React, GMRS, Hamradio, all kinds of stuff like that. You can read all about that here. You can always save, if guys go tinker around this website here, if you end up wanting to get anything, use the coupon code of HR2All7, and it'll save you 7% off of all of the stuff on this website. But we're going to do giveaways for 2 of these tonight, and Mark will drop ship those to you guys, whoever the winners are. So I just got to get that information. Once again, you have to reply to the email. So let's click this right here. Good, it went down. 1178. Scroll back up here. 1178. That is Elron Doherty, KD4HCT.
Oh, that's a ham name.
Yeah, yeah. Rohn, R-O-H-N. Not Elron, like L. Ron Hubbard. That's how I read it at first. I'm like, no, wait, that's Rohn, R-O-H-N.
So if Lord Elrond from Lord of the Rings,
right? Oh yeah, that's true. if you have it, KD4HCT, if you have a connection to Rohn Tower, please reach out to me. I have some questions for you. I'm kidding, of course. So, all right, congrats on that. And one more. Oh, look at that, dropped to 113.
Ooh.
So let's go back down here. 113. Bob Branham. KN6DIM. Okay, so Bob and Rohn, have won the BSR radio, Better Safe Radios, nice. KG9D Plus. So thanks to Mark at Better Safe Radio for donating those. Does anyone have a link to Frank? Do you have a link to Prep Ham Paul's stream that's going to take place here in about a half hour?
Dig that up.
Go dig that up. Yeah, for the last couple weeks I've been meaning to kind of push people that direction when we end our stream, but he'll go live here in about 40 minutes at the bottom of the hour after 8 o'clock. So
I'm so looking forward to this weekend.
It's no rush. No rush.
No, I'm just passing time saying it. So we're going to do the Go Kit Challenge. Are you going to be there?
It's next weekend, right?
Oh, you're going to be at Ham Science.
I'm going to I'm flying in New Jersey on Thursday, and I'll be there through Sunday for Ham Sci.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't see a live stream pre-planned. He said he's going to go live. He said
he was going to go live, yeah. So
I don't see a pre-planned.
Reach out to him, text him or something, or I haven't seen him in the chat. Paul, if you're in the chat, let us know.
I thought I saw him in the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have missed it. But yeah, Paul, if you're in the chat, let us know. All right, Bentley has a question. Have an antenna question for y'all. Looking to build my first HF antenna. There's Prep Ham Paul. We'll be done by 8:30, Paul. I was teasing you, but I was going to push people towards your channel. So send us a link. Send Frank a link, and he'll share it up here. Looking to build his first HF antenna, stuck deciding between a hex beam and a fan dipole. What do you suggest?
Is this for permanent installation or is it for HOTA?
I would not build a hex beam for your first antenna. A hex beam's a complicated antenna. And I don't
go
say
big or
that
go home.
True. Okay, I'll give you that. But, I mean, you're talking about 6 separate pieces of wire with an independent feed point and resonant pieces of wire. Other. Yeah, and it's actually 12 separate pieces of wire because it's 2 elements per band separated usually by paracord. So, or could be anything. But a fan dipole or an infid half wave, something from the Coffee and Ham Radio site perhaps, is going to be
would be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be an easy. It's a good way to get your feet wet as your first HF antenna. So
I was waiting for a way to break in and say that shamelessly, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Those antennas are great. I think an infid half wave is a great first antenna build. They're easy, and you can get you on the air pretty fast.
Yeah. And they work pretty doggone well.
They
work great.
Infid half waves are great.
One thing I hear a lot of people talking, they try to find one piece of gear. And when you're buying commercial stuff, one piece of gear, they're expensive. I can see that. And you try to get one antenna that will do as much as possible. It sounds like he's wanting to build one. Don't limit yourself. Parts, materials, things like that are fairly inexpensive. Try several different. At most, you might have $20, $30 wrapped up in parts in that, and try a couple of different types. Try some verticals. Try some horizontal dipoles. Play around a little bit, and there's plenty of inspiration out on there. And then there's the coffee and ham radios antennas, which are not overly expensive, but they're. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. Your guys' antennas are primarily designed for portable use, not long-term outdoors. But you do have a new outdoor one, right?
We have a new permanent outdoor long-term use antenna. We call it the Kronos, and it's good for good amounts of power, and it comes in a nice box that's all put in together. We just released that one a month ago. We sold out right away. It's the same version as our Poseidon, so it's a Rybakov style antenna, but it comes with a project box and all the parts you need, including the wire for the vertical and for the elements. And then it'll tune up with your radios. It'll tune up with most radios' internal tuners.
And you say good power. Are you talking full legal limit, or are you looking like 200 watts?
No. So like about 300 watts sideband and another 100 watts digital, but we have pushed it harder and it's done well, but we don't want to oversell it and have somebody be disappointed. We want to undersell it and have you push it a little bit. And just watch your SWR. Once you get it tuned in, if your SWR starts to creep up, you're putting too much power into it. Back it off, let it cool down, and you'll be fine.
Cortina Kronos. Well, I put me on the waiting list for one of those, Steve. I'd like to pick one of those up when you
will do.
You get
will do.
Get those back in stock. So we'll do a build on the live stream if you want. But yeah, that looks cool.
Sure.
So I took my which one?
We're gonna do it the same way we did last time, where Chuck builds it.
I hope not. Well,
we just sit back and watch.
Only if Chuck doesn't send me all the parts that I need, like he did last time. So actually, we redid this one if you remember correctly. We Chuck did the first one, then I did another live stream where I built this one. So this Aries this is the one. No, that's not. That's the InFed half wave. I have which one's the random wire?
The Aries is the 9-to-1 random wire. The Apollo is the NFED half wave. The Mercury is the linked dipole.
Okay.
And then the Poseidon is the Rybakov. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 9-to-1. Yeah. So I took this one to Galveston with me last week, and I cut the wire for it. I put it all together, and I was going to make a POTA video with it, and I just flat ran out of time. I did 3 new antennas at the park last week. And a new Go Kit box and a couple of new bags and stuff, and I just ran out. I was gonna go, out to back out to the park on Friday and do some more videos with this antenna and one other thing, and I ran out of time. Plus, they had now you guys check this out. They had Senior Skip Day in Houston last Friday, 2 days ago.
Interesting.
And those guys got the bright idea to go down to Jamaica Beach, which is just past my neighborhood. Before you get to the state park is a little section of the beach down there. They completely traffic jammed that whole area for like 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
And there were ambulances going in there and picking up people and bringing. I don't know what the heck was going down, but I couldn't get to the state park because those guys just completely traffic jammed everything at the west end of Galveston on Friday, so I couldn't even get to the state park even if I wanted to. But
Jason, can I tease you for a second here?
Okay.
I was scrolling through Discord and I saw this pop up to a link to today's live stream. And
okay.
What's going on with that smile? It's like the camera's been on too long and you're just waiting for it. You're like, take the picture already.
Oh, that one? No, that's actually my Mr. Beast smile. If you look at some of his later videos, I was at a conference where Mr. Beast spoke last year, and he was like, one thing I learned is that in pictures, just smile and don't open your mouth, because he used to go like, and now if you look at all his latest stuff, he's like, So that's my Mr.
I saw that. And I just started busting up laughing.
I don't know.
That's one of those like, is the picture done? Is it done?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, right? Yeah. No.
I just had to poke fun at it.
Not with that, of course. Yeah. I don't know.
I saw that. I was like, oh, we got to bring that up.
Anyway, I've got to so I've got my Aries in my bag all put together, and I don't have the shrink wrap on it yet. Other than that, it's all put together. And
I don't shrink wrap them.
Do you not?
I do not, because I want to tell them apart. And once you get them all shrink wrapped, they all look the same.
Not if you put a Hamradio 2.0 sticker on them.
But then they all have the Hamradio 2.0 sticker. Which one's which? I see your.
Who cares? They all have the sticker. They all have the plus 10 dB gain sticker on them. Who cares?
They're all awesome. Yeah, they're all awesome.
They're all awesome. Yeah. No, just start giving some different color wire. That's how you tell them apart.
Or just write on it. Can you just write on the
just put a label on it?
But my toroids are pretty, so I like to see them.
yeah, that's why I want to wrap mine up.
Actually, I got to keep mine unshrink wrapped because every now and then I got to fix them up. A cold joint here or two might show its face.
I don't currently have a 9-to-1 random wire in my antenna bag. For the longest time I used the Nelson antennas random wire. Really liked that antenna. In fact, I don't know where it ever went. It's in a box somewhere in my garage, I think. But that was a great antenna. I think it was rated at like 60 watts. I don't remember. But I don't have. I've got like 4 or 5 in-fed half waves, but I don't have a random wire. So I was like, you know what, this would be a good addition to my arsenal for it's only 41 feet, and so it'll work better in confined spaces. And of course, the tuner on the FTDX10 is fantastic, so I can always use it with that. So that's what's going in my bag next.
Nice. I actually have like all my antennas in a bag. I have a couple of coffee ham radios. I have Adams. It's just a bag of antennas.
I used to be able to say that.
Bag.
Yep. Yeah, I used to be able to say that until my bag became full and I still had more antennas.
Yep. Yeah, same.
I got a lot of antennas.
I do have a question for you, Jason.
Okay.
I don't have the new Explorer backpack yet.
Okay.
With the new Yaesu FTDX10 cage, it's a little bit bigger lengthwise, and I was wondering, does it have more area inside the bag, more literage that I can put in there and have packing space?
It absolutely does.
Okay.
It is larger than the previous Explorer bag. Yes. Yes, it is large. Now, is it long enough to hold that FTDX10 with the
well, the first
Armalite
one does.
current?
Yes, I got it in the first bag. But
you did? Okay, I haven't tried that. Okay.
I was like, I just need a little extra space here and there.
Absolutely. It is wider. Well, no, it's not. I don't think it's any wider. It is taller, slightly taller, and it is much deeper.
That will help.
Than the original bag. So yeah. It is, and this one will stand up on its own, and it's kind of hard to see in the their pictures right here they don't show up very well. But if you can't tell in the picture, there's red stitch. Okay. So they asked me not to say this, but I'm going to say it because you guys will know what I'm talking about. Does anybody know what Dyneema or X-Pack is?
Yep.
Okay, so those are copyrighted terms. X-Pack is a copyrighted term used by some company, a couple companies, I think. Dyneema is also. But the material used for this bag is almost, I don't think it's exactly the same. I think it's almost, they call it a waterproof sailcloth, like what they make freaking sailboats out of. And it's because I looked at it, I was like, oh, is that X-Pack? And they're like, well, technically, no, because X-Pack's a copyrighted term, but it kind of is. So they don't call it X-Pack because they don't have that copyright. But that's what the bag is. So the bag's waterproof, in other words. And if you can't tell in this picture here, it's all black, and the stitching around the edges and around the molly and around the zippers and everything is red. And that's for a Hamradio 2.0 special edition bag. So the difference between this one's $98, and the regular one, which is a 500 denier, go back, right there, is $69. This one's total black. Black, 500 denier, still really high quality material, but black stitching and not the waterproof system but this one is the waterproof system right here. So that's the difference in price right there. So it's not just for the red. The red stitching does not make it more expensive. It's the material it's made out of.
I love my Gigaparts Explorer Bag 1, and I need to pick up the 2.
Yeah.
The red stitching does add 10 dB to your POTA activation. And silver.
Well, and they've only got 100 of those ones in with red stitching and the waterproof material. There's only 100. There was 100 of those originally. I think we sold like 20 of them at Hamcation, and I don't know how many they have left in stock right now. But once those are gone, they're gone. Now the other one, the regular ones, at 500 denier, there's 400 of those, and once they sell out, they'll probably just order some more of them. But the red stitching ones are a limited edition. We'll probably do something else after that, but the red stitching on the waterproof material is a limited. Once it's gone, it's gone. So somebody's asking for a link. Here's a link in the chat.
No, I got the wrong one. I'm trying to get one now.
Yeah, just
those materials are typically much lighter as well.
It is lighter, it is lighter as well. So, and you can and if you use code KC5HWB, you can save 5% off of those bags. Are exclusively on my store because I helped Jason design those bags. Just like the POTA 20 and the POTA 33 mast are exclusively on Mike's store because he helped design those. In fact, I used my POTA 33 mast with a new antenna this week at the park, and it was bent over like a fishing rod for like 90 minutes. And at the end of that video, I was like, all right, it didn't break. Look, it's awesome. And I compared it to the Spider Beams 33-foot mast I have, which is like this big around. And the POTA one is like this big around. And I'm like, this thing is freaking cool because it's small, lightweight, and it held up to a lot of stress for an hour and a half today. So, but those are on Mike's page.
I filmed a video. I haven't released it yet. I don't know when it's going to go out, but I was just showing a lot of the differences. And I picked up the 33-foot mast, and there was a little bit of bend, but so much more lighter versus the DX Engineering mask. Not DX Engineering, DX Commander mask.
DX Commander mask, yeah.
There's a considerable weight difference between it and any of the comparable sized fiberglass masks.
Absolutely, yeah. But it performed very well. That was the first time I'd used the POTA 33 at the park. Was this just like 3 days ago at Galveston. I use my POTA 20 mast all the time. I usually keep it with my FTM 6000, and I'll string an Edfong J-pole up on it when I'm in a park so that I have like a 20-foot, 15 or 20-foot roll-up J-pole in the air, 15, 20 feet in the air for my VHF station. But this was the first time I used the 33 mast, and it performed very well. I was really happy with it.
Has anybody tried the new heavy-duty POTA 33?
I have not. I didn't. I was when I first saw that they had those at Hamcation, and I'm like, wait, it's the same height. I'm like, I guess if you are just in a really windy environment, or you have a really heavy antenna, you have like a 1,000-watt antenna that you just need to, like 12-gauge wire antenna or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the point behind that. I don't see the appeal.
Maybe if you want to keep it out permanently.
Maybe if you wanted to set it up on a longer term basis, that might be a good thing too. So, but when I first saw that, I thought, oh, they have a taller one, but I was like, oh no, it's the same length. It's just heavier, thicker gauge tubing in it. But no, I haven't tried it, to answer your question.
Jason, you've got 1,100 people on the stream right now. Just wanted to acknowledge that. So
nice
to see everybody on the stream. That's fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks guys for watching.
Yeah, appreciate I only had like 70 people watching me live stream this morning, and not the same.
Well, maybe
70's pretty good, man. 70's awesome. What were you doing this morning?
Just out of the park doing a POTA activation with a cup of coffee. I've been
that's an excellent number.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Just getting out and Saturday and Sunday mornings. Had been doing it at like 8 o'clock. I think maybe moving it back. I did it at 9 today, and I think I'm just gonna start doing those. And I just get out, have some coffee, and talk to some people, and do a live activation, and just have fun.
That's all what it's about.
Mm-hmm. And I saw Kyle was out today, and I missed him.
Bands were horrible today.
It
was. Yeah.
I was trying to chase. I was chasing you on 15 meters. That was tough.
Bands were horrible.
I didn't get didn't get an alert on you today, Kyle. I need to go check that.
It's a 0, not an O.
335.
Oh, it's a 0, not an O.
0.
I see.
0 zucchinis.
Okay.
Yes, 0 zucchinis.
Yeah. Yeah, so somebody's asking about the Ed Fong J poles. I sell those over here on my website, and they are in stock. Okay, the PVCs are out. I must have sold those out this last week. The roll-up J poles are in stock. The GMRS antennas are in stock. Oh no, the GMRS antennas are out too. Okay. The roll-up J poles are by far the most. I've got the most number of those because they sell the fastest. So Ed Fong emailed me a couple days ago. He goes, "What are you low on?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm out of town. I'll check. I need to get back with him." But those are great. Yeah, those are great antennas. That's what I carry with me in my little Go Pack is the Ed Fong roll-up J pole.
You got a couple super chats there, Jason.
I did. I saw that. Backwoods Messery. I say that right? $5 super chat. Question for the group: thoughts on the icom ID52A? I have one and love it, and used it a lot this last week. Yeah.
50, 52, those are fantastic HT.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're good. I mean, I wish they had APRS, but they are they're not touchscreen, which I prefer. I don't really care if a radio has touchscreen or not. If it does, great. If not, fine. But if push comes to shove and I had to choose, I would say no, I don't want a touchscreen on an HT because I don't like reaching down on my belt and trying to grab it and changing the frequency on it if I forget to lock the screen. You can lock, but then you hear as you're touching it, trying to grab it off your belt because it thinks you're trying to change it, and it's saying no, I'm locked, I'm locked. So I don't care about the touch screen. That's just my personal opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't care myself. So the ICOM doesn't have the touchscreen, but the biggest drawback for me on the ICOM is that it doesn't have APRS. But I do think it's easier to program than the Yaesu is. So there's that too. From the panel, I mean.
Every HT should have APRS.
Yes.
Amen.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Every
battery
mobile
life on the 50 though.
Every mobile and every HT should have APRS. Now, if you don't want to use it, that's fine, but it should have it.
I think ICOM's going to tell you that every mobile and every HT should have DPRS on it.
Yeah, but nobody uses DPRS. So
Yeah,
they can say that all they
who
want
uses
to.
that?
Yeah. I think they probably tell you everything should have D-Star on it, but
just give me a cheaper mobile, right? That does 2 meters, 70 centimeters really well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What kind of price we talking about, Rob? $15?
$300.
Yeah, 300 will get you a pretty capable radio.
Yeah.
I did pick up one of those the IC-2730Bs, Rob.
Oh yeah. Do you mind if I mention? I'm giving one of those away.
No, in fact, you had mentioned that on Frank's stream. So go ahead if you want to talk about that, please do.
Yeah. So I have a giveaway coming up, and I'm going to be giving away a 2730B. I'm going to be giving away a lot of the things that folks who watch my channel have seen on my channel. So I've already revealed that I'll be giving away a 2730B. I'll be giving away some elk antenna goodies, and I've got some other things that I'll be revealing as well. Let me drop a link if you don't mind, Jason.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
For folks that can sign up for that giveaway if they're interested. It's that's the radio I use. The 2730 is the radio that I use for satellite contacts. It's a fantastic radio. But I'm giving away the B version, the new version, the one with the black screen, the really sexy black screen with the red meters on it. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you sign up on the community list, and you'll have a chance to win that radio and a bunch of other things that you've seen on my channel over the last couple of years.
When is your giveaway?
I'm still working toward the date. I'm still working on additional items, so I'm thinking it's probably 2 to 3 weeks away. But I'll do a live stream, and hopefully folks will will join in, and we'll have more fun just like this.
You let me know, and I'll be there, man.
Yeah,
Robert, do you
these
have
are so much fun.
Do you have a 3D printer?
I have an interest in getting a bamboo printer. That's a new printer that I've got my eye on right now. Jason, I want to talk to you some more about that. But
guess what I picked up last week?
Did you already get it? Okay.
I want one of them too, really bad.
Yeah, my road trip to Ohio last year, conveniently, totally out of the blue, for some reason my truck stopped off in Huntsville, Alabama for a whole day. So I was. So I had some Gigaparts goodness.
Damn the luck.
Was it one of these?
Mine's the enclosed one.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm after.
And the enclosed ones.
That's exactly what I'm after.
Yep.
Hey, that's a
So Kyle, why do you ask?
Well, I was gonna say I could print off some of the elk antenna holders that I printed you that you could give away too.
Oh, that would be beautiful. I would so appreciate that. I love that. I love that mod for that antenna. It makes it just, it's a great antenna to begin with, but it lightens it and makes it just even more fun to use. So, yeah, I'll take you up on that offer.
Is it the handle? You're talking about the handle?
The handle.
You put the foam grate. Yeah, I like that. And I played around with mine in the printer. I got to get back to it, but like a map tube that you can, and I created some inserts that you could put the antenna in with all the elements and put it into the map tube and close it up so you could travel with it.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
That's a good idea. All right, it's 8:15. Let us go ahead and someone came in there a little bit ago. We were in the middle of a conversation, and no, I have not given away the 705 yet. That's what I'm going to do right now. I also sort of I was going through, and I've been running behind for the last couple weeks. Some part due to my truck repairs I had, but mostly due to the travels that I've done. So I got everyone's submission for their February repeater logs, and I have chosen a winner. And I'm going to, I'll announce that here in just a second. In fact, I'll announce that here in just a second. Let's do the 705 giveaway first, and then and the winner of the January repeater challenge is getting a 2730A. Compliments of, and I didn't plan this. This is just something that happened because I was in Ohio picking up a new trailer. We'll talk about that later. And the RV shop where I went is 12 minutes down the road from R&L Electronics. So, of course, I went there also.
Oh, yeah.
I did a tour of their facility. And Roger donated an IC-27. I told him what I was doing with it. I said, I need to pick one of these up from you. And he's... I was like, I'm giving it away to this guy for the repeater challenge. He's like, here, take it. He goes, give me some advertising. I said, yes, sir, I will. So
Roger's such a great
Roger's a great dude.
Guy.
Yeah, great guy. So, okay, so let's do, oh gosh, boom. Yeah, let's go back over here. Got to change this screen right there. Okay, so for the ICOM IC-705, and again, you don't have to be present to win. All you have to do is reply to the email that I'm going to send you tomorrow. Let us click generate right here. I went back up to 1363 and scroll way down here. Nope, that far. 1363. Right there.
Isn't
David,
that like Control L?
Yeah, I don't have fun like that. David Piper, K7LIK. David Piper, K7LIK, if I'm reading that correctly. K7LIK has won the IC-705.
Woohoo! Congratulations,
Yeah.
David.
Congratulations.
So
Nice
there
job.
you go. Thank you very much for participating in that. And again, check the link at the top of the chat. It will be for a giveaway for an IC-7300, which I'm calling the March giveaway, but we'll do that at the first part of April. And another live stream just like this one. So I appreciate you guys being on tonight. Let me make this quick announcement real quick. I've got, here we go.
Quick.
Right here. Right there. So this is, so we did the some of the repeater submissions were done into the CQRA logbook, which is right here. Some people turn in their logs on this website. If I log in, I can see your logs there. So I went through all of those. We had about 22 submissions, which was less than last month, but that's okay. The one that I am choosing for this time is going to be from Daniel. Dude, I don't know if I'm going to even say your name. Schwizzing. SCHWEISSING.
Swing.
But this is Daniel's log submission right here. Yes. Can't see that, can you? Why did it do that? Oh, my bad. Right there. Okay. This is Daniel's log submission right here. He made a really good notes about what he was doing. He was traveling from Texas to West 6th Avenue in Lakewood, transmitting from, he did it transmitted from home, transmitted from work, and transmitted from mobile. Now, there aren't really parameters or requirements for this giveaway. I just kind of go through the logs and I kind of see something that catches my eye. And honestly, this was like the second to the last one that I looked at. I had another guy picked out, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to pick this guy. And then I saw him, and the reason I chose this one is because he's not just transmitting on repeaters. He's not just keying up on repeaters in a vehicle when he's driving around during the day. He's doing it from home and work and from his vehicle in 3 different places. So he's really trying to be active on the repeater. So congratulations to Daniel. I will email you tomorrow as well. So March.
So remind us, what is the repeater challenge?
So the repeater challenge for 2025 is basically just to key up your repeater every day. And it doesn't have to be every day. And at the end of the month, send me a log with what you did. If you made contact, if you didn't make contact. Last month I said we're going to go ahead and include 6.52 simplex, and there were some logs that showed that this month. And it's just basically to get a more activity on your local repeater. If you want to do it all on one local repeater, great. If you want to do it on 2 or 3 or 4 different repeaters. I had some people that submitted logs last month that were actually on some 220 and 900 megahertz repeaters and not just 2 meter and 440. That was kind of fun to see. So, and at the end of the month, I'm giving away a dual band, a good dual band mobile radio. So, not sure what it'll be this month yet. Perhaps I don't know where Freddie went.
He's still here.
It's my stinking camera.
Yeah, your camera's off.
Yeah,
batteries died or
camera.
something.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're familiar with that screen over here.
But, right, yeah, happens when my battery dies.
Trying to be like Jason.
Yeah,
Elgato curse there.
But yeah, so and if you have if you go to the main page on my website, the channel trailer in there is my 2025 repeater challenge video. It's like 4 or 5 minutes long. You can watch that and get more information about that there. So that is what that is.
I linked in the chat several times the link to Prep Hands Paul video, and I sent it to you, Jason,
good.
if you wanted it.
Where'd you send it?
Zoom.
In Zoom. Okay, that's fine. Let's so he did give you a link to that?
Yep.
Okay, good. Boop. Awesome. Sunday night rag chew. Okay, starting in 7 minutes. All right, real quick, let's go around the room because we're going to start losing subscribers here in a minute, or losing viewers here in a minute now that the radio's gone.
Right.
Which is cool, no problem. I appreciate you guys showing up today. Thanks for listening to us babble for a while. Really like these back and forth, just kind of like shoot from the hip conversations we have. Freddie, what's going on with you, man? I think Freddie and I are going to do some all-star videos upcoming in the next month or so. So probably include Kyle in that too. I just haven't told Kyle about it yet. So
yeah, I got a video.
I'm on the downward string. Freddie has exceeded me, so you're
the reason for my madness. You and Jason.
You going to Freddie does not hurt my feelings. I'll tell you that.
All right.
I've got a video dropping this coming Thursday in the playlist leading up for the Coffee and Ham Radio's live stream, but it's going to be about putting a NVMe drive hat on a Pi 5 actually, and making your Pi boot to that. So adding all kinds of space and a more reliable drive to your Raspberry Pi and All-Star node is a wonderful thing. So stay tuned for that coming up.
Yep. That's what I'm going to be doing as well soon. Kyle, what's up with you?
Hey, AA0Z on YouTube, but I want to plug my RV channel. If you're interested in RV and overlanding stuff and things that I'm doing in that space, Square Drop Adventures is my new channel. I'm about ready to break 1,000 subscribers, so I need your push to push me over the hump. So go subscribe. Square Drop Adventures.
You should be able to share a link, Kyle. You have mod privileges in the chat, so go ahead and drop that in there.
Thanks.
Frank, what's up with you?
Man, I just hit 6,000 subscribers.
6,000 subscribers. That's cool.
That is awesome.
Nice.
I'm trying to get rid of the last of these tank radio mugs so we can go ahead and do the Zippos.
Someone bought one today.
Yes.
I had forgot that we had reinstituted it, and I was going to ask you about it, but I was like, oh, you probably mentioned that on your stream, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay.
I just dropped the link in the chat. Zippo lighters will be next. I'm giving up on trying to get the merchandise or what's the word, wholesale discount on them, and I'm just probably going to buy them flat out, get them laser etched, and we're just going to do the price on it because I want one.
Yeah.
let's make that happen.
Yeah. Why not? Good. Cool. Thanks, Frank. Robert, what's going on with you?
Let's see. Besides the giveaway, make sure you guys sign up so you have a chance to win there. Besides the giveaway, I'm embarking on my ground station project. So
this is gonna be awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. And Jason's going to be coming out to do a video on this as well. But I'm implementing a ground station that's really kind of pulling out all the stops. I'm going to have all the bells and whistles, set up, and it's really going to be a lot of fun. I've got details about it on my Buy Me a Coffee page. I'll post that links. So it's a free article. You guys can go out, check it out if that's something you're interested in. I'm going to be doing LNAs. Just it's everything that you need to do to have kind of a reference station for a ground station. So
nice.
That's my next big project.
That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Izzo, what's up with you, man?
Clubhouse on Tuesday nights. Real quickly, you guys are talking about antennas. Are they out all year round? I threw a TN-07 NFED half-wave. Again, like so many people, I have got so many antennas. Threw it outside. It's been outside through all kinds of weather here in the Northeast for almost, I think we're going on about 11 months now. And we've had the drought, we've had the rain, we've had the snow, the ice, we've had it all. And that thing just continues to play. I was chasing Kyle today on 14.335. It didn't work, but that's not the antenna's fault. That's Kyle's fault. We'll just blame Kyle that he wasn't using a good antenna to hear me.
Yeah.
No, I'm only kidding. I love and just chasing everybody. Just real busy at the house here with a whole bunch of house projects. We're turning the house upside down, walls, repainting, and smoking some damn good cigars. So, good. Frank, congratulations.
Thank you.
And Jason, as everybody around here on the round table, always great to see everybody.
Thanks, Don. Thanks for joining tonight. Tim, what's up with you?
Not much. Freddie alluded to it. We got videos coming out for the playlist Tuesday night leading into the clubhouse, Thursday night for Coffee and Ham Radios. So make sure you check the socials for those to see the playlists. Wednesday night, we've got the Ham Radio Kids Table coming up. We've got Robbie Pitts, Whiskey One, Robbie Campota, RPC. And, he's got some fun stuff going on. He's got some projects he's been working on, a remote antenna switch that he's been designing. So we'll
Robbie's a good guy.
Hear about he's a great guy, great resource for stuff. And so that'll be Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
Cool. Okay. Thanks, man. Thanks for being here.
And I put that in the chat, but apparently I don't have the ability to make the link.
You didn't pay the deposit.
I did not.
Put a message in the chat, Tim. I'll make sure you get mod privileges.
I didn't see it.
I just posted it.
Steve, what's up with you?
Oh man, I did a 5-hour marathon drive from Arizona to New Mexico today, and time zones are weird, especially in Arizona, because I think I was in that weird part of Arizona where they don't do daylight wasting time. So my clock moved forward, then I drove 5 hours, and then my clock moved forward again.
Well said, man.
I love
It's
it.
weird, yeah. So yeah, I'm having fun. I do an RV channel where I've got RV tech. I did solar install on the roof, drilling holes. I did 2 batteries on the tongue, so I got those wired up to provide me 200 amps instead of just the normal 100 amp. And then I'm always doing ham radio stuff, new radio releases and programming and solder kits and all kinds of stuff. And then there's coffee and ham radios, which we've been talking about with the antenna kits and so on.
TNC.
Totally. And Steve and Kyle and Bill and perhaps Traveling Ham, which I haven't reached out to him yet. We're gonna do a
yeah, I just talked to him.
Okay, good. We're gonna do a last Sunday of the month. I'm gonna start a last Sunday of the month live stream / podcast about RV chat, just everything RVs. We'll kind of see where the topics naturally gravitate towards, and we're going to start that this last Sunday of this month on my Unplugged channel. So we'll do a live stream here for probably about an hour, and then we'll go over there for probably about an hour. So we're going to do that
Thank you.
once a month. So be watching for
and
that.
RVs are naturally 12 volts, so it's a ham shack on wheels.
Yeah,
It is.
Just right out of the box.
Absolutely.
Go down and buy your new ham shack, boys. Tell them
That's
Tio
right.
sent you. They won't get you any discounts.
All right. Yeah, totally.
That and $5 will get you a cup of coffee.
That's right.
They'll just laugh at you.
Hey, Jason, I had shared a picture in your Discord where I had a pole that blew over in these Texas winds that we had.
I saw that.
So I've got a new pole installed, and I've got a 50 amp service on that pole. So guess what that means?
So RV party at Rob's house someday?
Exactly.
Okay, all right. We'll get you. Well, Kyle's got recently greased wheels. We can get him to come out. We'll do some.
Bring my greaser all the way down to
Bring your
Texas.
greaser all the way down. All right, guys, we're going to shut this down. You guys go check out Prep Ham Paul. He's going to go live here in a minute. And Frank, go ahead and share that link again if you don't mind. And we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Congrats to all the winners, and we're going to do this again in about a month. So everyone wave goodbye. See you guys.
7-3, y'all.
73.
Later.
Come on.